Hello, racing folks. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the biggest day of the year, the Great Invitation Cup, 5th March 2023, folks. Races are, some races are very good, some are very bad. Can't win them all, folks. Be selective, select few fab races. Even the Invitation Cup is quite competitive, folks. So going straight to the races, folks. The first race is the Foster's Million, 1200 meters, class 2. Start the day off with my day's best bet, folks. Isn't she beautiful? She is beautiful to look at. She has done nothing wrong except very little over-ambitious double jump in the class. But now she gets a tongue strap. I've noticed even Cybernese today, after a few runs, Paddy puts the tongue strap. It's good that way because it's very uncomfortable for some horses, so he does it when it's needed, not just like any other trainer, they just put tongue strap on. She has the great number one draw, and last race, unfortunately, she was almost there and lost. But I think it'll be a good bet if the odds are bettable, that is over even money. Otherwise, folks, 40, 55, 65 paisa, you can forget. There is Devil's Magic and Queen Spirit both at 51 kilos. Even the Isn't She Beautiful running at 52 kilos, they get wings, folks, at that weight. There is a horse called Promises Kept, a lucky owner, Rajan Agarwal's horse, but at 56 kilo could be in the money for place if the odds are okay. Next race, folks, the Sanskrit Stud Juvenile Million. First time babies running, folks, except for the Art Gallery Ramu's horse, but he's so. There are few good well-bred horses. The best breeding is the horse called Synthesis. Is by speaking of which out of Sena was my favorite horse, Sena. Only thing is, folks, the speaking of which babies need at least 1400 to 1600 meters. Even today there was a speaking of which baby which got bed down heavily, but distance was too short. I rather watch this race, folks, rather than gamble on it. There are 9 race, folks. You can't win them all. You have to be very selective to take some money home. Otherwise, you'll give back to the bookie, folks. Race number 3, folks. It's the Delhi Race Club Million. 3 horses kind of stands out among the bunch. One is a horse called Silver Canyon, is by Rodrigo Connor, trained by Atta Holly, ridden by Trevor. He ran so-so in the Oaks, but the race before that he won very impressively. He was over-ambitiously placed in the Oaks. He would be very much in the mix of the things with the horse called Stellar Gold, Ramu's horse. Normally I would stay away from Ramu's horse if they are favorite or close to second favorite. But being a big day, folks, I don't think they would do hanky-panky. Then there is a horse called Castaneda who came to Bombay. So the trainer must have thought highly of him to bring it to Bombay. He was kind of a dry-coated, folks. That was the only issue with that horse. Otherwise, if he's again dry-coated, then I'd stay away. But otherwise, he comes in the mix of the things. Rest of the horses are more like class 5 horses. Only these 3 stands out, folks. Race number 4, folks, the Dashmesh Stud Juvenile Million, 1400 meter race. There's a horse called Naughty Charmer. Look at the injury list, folks. He's got a splint. A splint, I do not know the degree of it, but it's not a very healthy injury to run with. He has won 2 races in a row. Definitely we have to look. But there's a horse called Del Pico who was very impressive in his maiden race, folks. I like the way he accelerated in the last 150 meters. He's by a very good sire called Akil Champion, who's by Dubai. If he has improved, you can have a good bet. And Del Pico is ridden by a hotshot apprentice Sakleen. I think it will be good odds. You can have a decent bet in the El Pico. Race number 5, folks, the Suresh Mahindra Multimillion Trophy, grade 1400 meters, class. What's the class? I don't know. Anyways, folks, I think it's the most open race of the day. I would not even dare to bet decent money. I rather stay away from this race. There are so many horses who can come in the priceless. Gold is there. Imperial Blue never runs a bad race. All Attractive is very much in the race, and to make it worse, none the Luggard never misses the dance. I don't know what each dip. He takes his son of a gun over there. Of course, he's a very good horse. I don't know how well he has traveled and all that, but if he has traveled well, he could be very much a successor. Ideally a miler, but still nonetheless goes up front. That much I can tell you. I rather watch that race. I don't know if I want to bet on son of a gun unless he looks very good in the paddock and all. That's okay. Race number 6, the wager game, PK Mehra Super Mile, folks. That's always a good race to bet. Again, there are two Bombay horses stands out. Northern Lights by Pacey. Pacey has done a wonderful job with this horse, folks. He's a tendon problem. I've been betting him from class 4 and all, and he is almost there. In class 1, it's very difficult to believe. And then there is Ahead of Time, who again on the handicapping, of course, comes out much better than Northern Lights. But Northern Lights is a die-hard fellow, folks. He just doesn't give up that easily. And PS is riding just very amazing races these days. Ravishing from the local horse, folks, could be in the... but I think the race would be between, again, Northern Lights and the Ahead of My Time, folks. The next race, folks, the Royal Aryan Club Indian Turf Invitation Cup, folks. Juliet, class of her own, folks. I mean, she is a classy. I wonder what the hell is this Blazing Bay doing in this race. I thought this was to be invited by invitation only. But I guess Ramu connection, this is a rabbit for Juliet to make the pace very hot, which is right, but I mean, how the hell Blazing Bay got in here? I don't know. Anyways, folks, there is Imperial Power. Maybe it could be a good place because he was badly blocked. He was making a very good move last time. Of course, there are two these great fillies, King's Ransom and Mira. King's Ransom almost was there. Mira, the reason he won is she switched the lead on the leg, and that made the difference between King's Ransom and Mira. See, folks, a horse puts 3 times the body weight in a race, meaning it's a 500 kilo horse. He put 1500 kilo on the lead leg. That's a lot of weight, folks. And to go mile and a half. Ramu used to love the horses that switch leads. That makes that leg, and it's like another gear in the car, folks, from second to third or third to fourth. So the race is quite competitive, folks, between Mira, King's Ransom, and of course the great Juliet, depending on the odds. And if Juliet looks like heroine in the paddock, I'll take a small flutter bet, folks, not a big bet. Race is competitive. Race number 8, folks, is class 3, the Japan Cup. Black Eagle, after the setback and all, he's been just cantering simply, folks. Then there's also called Slente. He is very much right there. And of course, lucky owner Rajan Agrawal's Amarelli, she never runs a bad race, folks. I'll go with Amreli or Black Eagle depending on the paddock looks and the body weight. All said and done, folks, the races are first two races, the Paddy's horse and then that baby and this couple of other horses which I mentioned. Those are good races. The rest of them you can avoid. Just enjoy, folks. You don't have to bet a compulsive gambler and bet. Whoever gave you this brilliant idea that if you go to the races, you have to bet, otherwise they will throw you out of the racetrack. Doesn't work that way, folks. Races are getting very complicated. At least today, no hera-pheri, even the odds go up, south, doesn't matter because maybe some other horses get. Nobody is not on job. It's a very egotistical photo shoot, family, all them kind of good stuff that should be there every day. But unfortunately, I've been very disheartened, to be honest, with the Indian racing scenario. Blatant hera-pheri, especially from Ramu's stable, keeps on going. Juliet and Stella Gold, they would be first, second favorite. I don't think they will do anything. They'll be full on job. And Juliet is Juliet, and Stella Gold won by 7.5 lengths. So you can't just ignore. You have a good one, folks. Gamble sensibly. We'll be back to normal on Monday. It's a big day. Enjoy racing, folks. I enjoy racing to the fullest. I don't have to bet every day. It'd be foolish of me to bet every day, folks. And try to cover with place. I have some friends who, every time I tell him bet good thing in place. Place? No. I am not a place better. The difference between a win and a place, folks, it's not even full second. It's fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a second. So, luck of the race, today Trevor lost 2-3 races on a photo. Nobody hooked, nobody did anything, but that's what happens. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Gamble sensibly. And do come live, folks, on my paddock review. Lots of people are on the same channel. You'll get a notification and do come because body weight and I guarantee you I may not find you a winner, but I can sure save you some money if you are betting some wrong horse with dry coated or body weight has lost a lot of weight, especially the outstation horses that come. The journey is a very tedious journey, folks. Bye-bye.